Dear students, today we will talk about the overview of the Python language. So I'm your trainer, Dr. Maksud Mahmood Khan, and I will be talking about that what is Python and how we can use it for different purposes. So this is a little bit about me. This is my brief introduction. So today's, as per the program of the Pak Youth program under the Embassy of Pakistan in Bahrain. So this is the overview of our program. So initial first session would be about the overview of the Python, that what we're gonna do in a Python, and then will be followed by the Python practical session. So what is Python? And Python is basically a language just like C language, C sharp language, or like a Java language, or you have a Visual Basic language. So these are like languages which were like more scientific or more computational, while Python is a language which is designed for the people who are like interdisciplinary, from physics, chemistry, biology, marketing, or different whatever, the astronomy, astrology, whatever the sciences you know it. So it can be used over there. And the good thing is that they have a lot of libraries. They have a lot of uh, functions which you can easily import it. You don't need to rebuild it. As I told you about that programming languages, we have it like a C language, Java language, Python scripting language. Similarly, we have a Python language as well, which is a very important and widely used language all over the world. Yeah. So, what are the applications of the Python? So, Python can be used in a different varieties of sectors, as I told you, in education, in pharmacy, in medical, in astrology, in astronomy, in marketing, and sales. You just name it, and it will be used over there. So, basic structure of Python tool. So, what is the basic structure of the Python tool? As I told. So every language they have like input and output. You need to give some input, and at the result you will get the output. Like in C language, there was like scan F to and print F, or in like in C plus plus we have C in and C out, and similarly we have the in the Java is like print ln. So these are the different like settings for input output, and also in Python we also have like input function, and we also have a print function as well. And then second most important thing is an if else condition. Like for example, every language they have a condition. Either for example, if you do this one, that will be the result. If you do this one, that would be the result, right? So for example, if you say if 7 is greater than 5, so print this thing. If 7 is less than 5, print this, that, for example, anything which you like it, right? So these are like if else condition. Then we have the loops are like repetitive things. If you want to repeat some function, some print, or some any task, so you use the loop. For example, if you want to repeat some task for 10 times, you can define the loop as like for example initialization from 0 to 9, which becomes 10 times, right? And the fourth most important thing are the functions. Functions are like um, uh, a ready-made task, okay, which you can call anytime. So for example, if you make a function of calculator, so you don't need to make the calculator again. You just need to call the function of calculator, and it will calculate for you. If you have some like algorithms already designed, you don't need to design the algorithm again. You just need to call it, and pass the parameters you like it, pass the input values you like it, and it will work for you. And there are some like built-in libraries. So when you collect many functions, that becomes a library. So it is just like for example, function is a kind of the book, okay? So you once you write the book, it is there, so you don't need to rewrite the book again. And library is like like bundles of books you have in a specific room. So you can like import libraries. You can like export, you can like export the libraries, and import the function, and export the function as well. So famous libraries, like there are a lot of libraries, but just like the most which is usually which is widely used is like NumPy. NumPy is for numerical function. Pandas is for like the function which is related to textual or qualitative data, or or like non-numerical data. We have then scikit is mostly like scientific things which you can have it. TensorFlow is a library which is like under the keras, and it is developed by the Google, and mostly deep learning, machine learning and deep learning functions can be executed over it, and it has like different layers and epochs, as well as the different neuron structures. So this was like brief introduction of that one. If you have any question answer, you can put in a comment.